As thousands of Mainers cast their votes today, the race for governor will slowly come into focus.
It is a wide field of candidates, all hoping to take the Blaine House. There are 5 Democrats in the running, including Troy Jackson and Secretary of State Shenna Bellows.
News Center Maine's Samantha York is live in Standish with more on that. Hi, Sam.
Hey, Amanda and Brian. Yeah, we're outside of the Standish Town Hall this evening. I'm going to step out of the way just for a second, just so you can kind of see what's going on. It did slow down here in the last minute or so, but I talked to the warden inside. She said it has been a steady stream of people all day for a primary election. She's saying a lot more people than they are used to, and a lot of it is because of candidates like Shenna Bellows, Troy Jackson. They have people fired up this election season. We're going to be heading over to their campaign parties later this evening. We're going to be here for a little bit longer, just checking in with voters, the people who are coming out here today. And then we're going to be heading over to Bruno's in Portland for Troy Jackson's campaign. He's expected to be there probably around 7:30 or so through the night. And then we're heading over to the 3 of Strong Spirits. It's a bar in Portland as well for Shenna Bellows' campaign party. Speaking with her campaign person over the phone, she said a lot of tonight is just about thanking campaign staff for everything that they've done on the trail. We obviously know ranked choice voting is going to make it hard for us to know anything tonight as far as who's going to get that nomination for the Democratic position for governor. But it's also a night where they're saying that whether they have the votes before ranked choice or after, Shenna is going to take it. We're going to end up checking in with Troy Jackson's campaign as well for you all later. But for now, in Standish, I'm Samantha York. We'll send it back to you.
Samantha will certainly be putting on the mileage tonight, hitting all those locations. Live for us in Standish. Samantha, thank you. We'll check back in, of course, with her throughout the evening right here. Now, other candidates hoping to secure the Democratic nomination for governor are Hannah Pingree and Angus King III.
Our Bailey Cornick is live with more on how King's campaign is going. Hi there, Bailey.
Hey, Brian and Amanda, we are outside the Falmouth High School polling location, and as the workday wraps up, we have seen more people start trickling in. We got here about an hour, give or take or so, and it's definitely busier now. So obviously this race, this primary, will decide who will be on the ballot for Maine's next governor. We caught up with Hannah Pingree a few minutes ago. We'll have more with her at 5:30, though. We're going to shift gears to Angus King. We caught up with him earlier today as he was out casting his ballot. We spoke with him, and he has his last message to voters right now and why he thinks he should be the next governor.
It's time for something different. It's time to put the politics of division behind us. It's time to move forward in a way that puts us all on common ground and then gets things done for the people of Maine. We can lower costs, we can improve opportunity, and I'm the right person to do it, and I'd love to have people's votes.
Again, this is a really crowded field for the governor's seat right now. Governor Janet Mills, the current governor, is being term limited. So we're going to see how things shake out throughout the night. We know we have voters going into polls right now as the work day is letting out, and they're heading out to get their stickers, cast their ballot, where their vote will lie. So we'll check in with you a little bit later on. Again, we'll have more information on Hannah Pingree at 5:30. For now, back to you guys.
Bailey Cornick live for us in Falmouth. Thank you, Bailey. Well, former Maine CDC head Nirav Shah is the last Democrat hoping to secure the nomination for governor. We'll check in with his campaign in our next half hour.
Now, on the Republican side of things, the competition is just as fierce. Our Christian Harsa joining us live tonight from Cape Elizabeth with more. Hi, Christian.
Hi, Brian and Amanda. So I'm at the Cape Elizabeth High School, where they've had a very steady stream of people coming in here. Kind of what we've been hearing from our other folks is that, yes, there's a lot of voters here. And what I've been told is they have a pretty loyal voter base here in Cape Elizabeth, especially those that like to come in person and vote. But that doesn't mean they haven't been voting absentee. They told me that they've had 1,400 absentee ballots sent in. And so far of the in-person, they've had 1,705 people cast their ballots. That was updated just a couple minutes ago. Now, we are here, and one of the people that voted earlier today is Republican Jonathan Bush. He lives in Cape Elizabeth, and I spoke with him earlier today when he casted his ballot. Now, Bush is part of that Bush political dynasty. this election, if he makes it to the general and wins the governor's race, this would be his first time holding public office. He has plenty of private sector experience, though, being a CEO multiple times. And Bush has started to see some more support in the polling lately, and he says that that's started adding more enthusiasm to his campaign, and that's some enthusiasm and optimism that still exists when I spoke to him earlier this morning.
You know, I'm an optimist, so I'm counting the thumbs ups and the winks as I greet people at various voting stations, and it feels like I'm winning, but maybe people are polite. Right now, I'm pretty excited, though.
Now, if Bush doesn't come in first in this GOP primary, he at least is first in terms of money. His campaign has raised $2.56 million, according to the Maine Ethics Commission. That's as of May 26th. Brian and Amanda, we're going to be here throughout the rest of these early evening shows. And we're going to keep you updated here on the Bush campaign and what's going on here in Cape Elizabeth.
Christian Harsa, we'll check in with you in a bit. Thank you.